Well, shit. You know, I tried the entire game to stay positive. I really did. And even at the end of that game, I can still find positives. Am I angry? Absolutely. But I'm not necessarily angry at the Jets as a whole. My anger is directed towards a little bit of the coaching staff tonight and towards Connor Hellebuck. And we will get into all my complaints and gripes with this game. We'll get into every detail. We're going to go through it first period to the end of the third. You guys know how we do it here on Peg City Hockey. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2021-2022 NHL season for the Winnipeg Jets. This is game 1 out of 82. I will be covering every single 82 games the Winnipeg Jets will play in the regular season. And if somehow they can will themselves into the postseason, which, let's be real, they better, I'll cover that too because you guys know that's what I do. So without any further ado, welcome back to Winnipeg Jets game reaction recaps. And today, like I said, the Winnipeg Jets first game of the season, and it's a doozy. They lose by a score of 4-1 to the Anaheim Ducks. And God, can I end the video there? Like, this is ridiculous. This game is ridiculous. It really is. And it's not because it was terrible the whole way through. And that's exactly why it's ridiculous. Because the Winnipeg Jets at the start of this period, I would say the first 6 minutes, I was like, oh, they finally arrived. This is the Stanley Cup team that I was talking all offseason about, and holy crap was I excited to watch. Neil Pionk on that first power play, he looked fantastic. That first power play that the Jets had in that early first period, oh my God, the shots, it looked beautiful. The only thing I didn't like was Blake Wheeler in Patrick Laine's old spot. I was like, okay, why is Blake Wheeler shooting the puck that much? And don't give me the, he had an open shot, because he missed the can like 3 times in a row. And I mean missed the can. So Blake Wheeler will be a common occurrence in this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Do not kid yourselves. But other than that 6 minutes, I was excited. And then Connor Hellebuck happened. A what-the-fuck goal from Kevin Shattenkirk through 5 different guys, it seemed like. Did he have a good view of the puck? Didn't he? Was it deflected? Was it not deflected? I don't think it really matters. It wasn't a good goal. Connor Hellebuck was not good tonight. And I put this game on him. I really do. And I think that the other big reason why the Jets lost this game, and I always give credit to a good goaltender, is John Gibson. You called out your teammates, a week ago, saying that the vets need to step up on that Anaheim team and perform better. And you backed up your words, man, because you played great, and the team in front of you played pretty damn good hockey, too, even though the Jets made it kind of easy for you at times. But either way, congrats on that win and a great performance, John Gibson, and you Ducks fans out there. I couldn't be more happy if I was a Ducks fan, especially with McTavish coming in and having 2 points, his first goal, coming in and getting the assist later as well, drawing a penalty and all that stuff. So getting the Ducks praise out early, because I'm sticking with the Jets. God, this game made me angry. And that's it right there. As I said, right there. Like, other than that, like, what else do I need to say? Like, Connor Hellebuck made this game so unbearable to watch at times that I couldn't even find the positives when there were so many of them, especially within that first period. The Winnipeg Jets outshot the Anaheim Ducks all game long. The Winnipeg Jets had great zone entries at times. And then going on to the third period, by the time the lead was up to about 4-1, kind of dissipated, but they started the game off really well. I like the acquisitions of Schmidt and Dillon. I think both of them had pretty good nights. I'm not going to talk about plus minus because we're going to get into that penalty kill, but Jesus. Getting back on the topic, though, of the first period, going into that second period. It's 2-1, like I said. McTavish comes in and makes it that 2-0, and then what's going to happen is you're going to get Helly looking horrible throughout the entire game. I can't even focus. My brain is just so attached to Connor Hellebuck right now, and how bad he was tonight. Like, when I saw how good Gibson was performing, I was like, okay, Hellebuck's had a couple of rough goals, whatever, Jets can settle down and play. This might turn into a really good goaltending matchup. I was really excited. I was like, Gibson, Hellebuck, they're both 2 great goaltenders. Let's see where this goes. Didn't really go anywhere, but I guess praising what I thought was good. Nikolai Ehlers. I think Nikolai Ehlers had a great game. I honestly don't even want to take you guys through the whole game because there's no point, because it's just going to be like, oh, hey, the Jets look good here. Jets look good here. Oh, okay, that's horrible. That's horrible. Oh, Jets look good. Jets look good. They rise back. Oh, back down again. It literally was a giant wave like that the entire time with the momentum, and it sucked. It really did to watch, because there were times where like, oh, the Jets are going to get back in this. And for a second they did. Kyle Connor's first goal, holy crap. What a shot. What a rocket. That thing was incredible. Perfect shot. And ironically, Blake Wheeler getting an assist there, but we're going to be talking about Blake Wheeler right now, because even though, like I just said, he got an assist, Blake Wheeler tonight was atrocious. Now, before I say anything else, I don't think Blake Wheeler is a bad hockey player. I don't. Blake Wheeler has a lot left to give at this age and at his skill level. He's a good hockey player. But when Paul Maurice tries to use this man like he's 25 years old, have him play as many minutes as he did, be everywhere on the penalty kill, the power play, be the number one guy, it's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but Blake Wheeler is doing way too much. Let him find a quieter role, let him succeed in that role, and then that's it. That's all you have to do. Just give Blake Wheeler some line mates and a position to thrive, and don't throw him out and act like he's 25. This is ridiculous. Everything I said about Blake Wheeler in the offseason and last season with how he played with the speed, slowing down his line mates, the sluggishness, drawing penalties against the Jets, everything that he does bad last season was dialed up to an 11 in this game. And Blake Wheeler can still easily be a great point producer, even though that contract's not good. He can still be a great point producer for us. He can. Not as a number one option, and not as the main guy on the power play. He was the number one option. Blake Wheeler had the most shots in the power. Blake Wheeler in this game took more shots that felt like the Nikolai Ehlers did. And Nikolai Ehlers had to go into I'll do this myself mode. He had to Thanos it just to be able to try to get the Jets some offensive looks at times. Blake Wheeler, I don't know if it's Paul Maurice overusing him. I don't know if it's Blake Wheeler being stubborn and refusing to adapt to a lesser role. Whatever that situation in that locker room, you need to reevaluate your game and realize that you are not going to help this team win if you are going to refuse to adapt your game and find a better suited role for you, because you're not a top-line guy anymore. You're not. It's not that hard to understand. I don't understand this. So many, look at the Sedins, for example, right? The Sedins, when they retired, could have easily kept playing for a couple more years. You know why they didn't? They wanted to go on top. But what I'm trying to relate to is that even when they wanted to go on top and retire on their game and be good, they still went to the third line, fourth line at times. They were the fourth line, second line. They played wherever the Canucks needed them to play. That is a leader. That is a veteran presence that is still skillful, but is aware of the fact that they're no longer the number one option. Blake Wheeler, you were a great player. You led the Jets to a Western Conference final. You're an all-star. You had back-to-back 91 points. You got your payday and everything. You're the captain of a club. You're going to go down as probably the greatest Jet 2.0 in so far in its history, next to Dustin Byfuglien. What else do you want? Be the supporting cast, be a good captain, lead your team on the ice and off the ice, and accept a lesser role. And if Blake Wheeler is the one that's being thrown into this role by Paul Maurice, then Paul, go to a doctor and reevaluate your psyche, because you are clearly sick in the head. This man is not a top-line option. You're going to burn Blake Wheeler faster than you would if he was playing in a lesser role that was better suited to how his play style is now than you would if you were just throwing him out like you did tonight. If this is the constant that we're going to see tonight, then I am seriously worried for Blake Wheeler. Now, getting back to the positives, the Jets had a pretty good game with a lot of good offense at times. Like I said, lots of shots on net. That's always a positive. I like that. Blake Wheeler had good looks at times. Stastny looked okay at times as well. But another example of a guy being overused. Obviously, since Mark Scheifele wasn't in this game, that's a huge offensive aspect to the game that was missing, especially on that penalty power play and just in the neutral zone. So obviously, when he comes back in the next game, things should maybe look a little bit better. And hopefully, Blake Wheeler and Stastny can find better suited roles that don't slow down Kyle Connor. Because look how good Kyle Connor is when he can have line mates that are moving with him. When Kyle Connor was jumping in with Pierre-Luc Dubois tonight, I thought they looked pretty good together. Nikolai Ehlers was playing pretty damn awesome all game long and is without a doubt the best offensive option the Jets had tonight. My favorite line of the entire game was the third line, which barely played. I'm going to go over to the third line right now, go to the team stats, because you guys need to hear this about Cole Perfetti and that third line. That third line was pretty awesome. Not to mention the fourth line looked pretty good too. Yet the fourth line played like 6 minutes of hockey, 5 minutes of hockey, roughly. Jansen Harkins played 10. Everyone was playing less than 10 minutes in that bottom six, and they looked the best out of everyone, next to the obviously Ehlers, because they looked better than Dubois at times. How are you going to play a bottom six that is full of youth and potential, less than 10 minutes of ice time in an entire game? I guarantee you Cole Perfetti is going to get sent down to the Moose. The kid literally played, where's his time? Evgeny Svechnikov played 6 minutes and 43 seconds. Cole Perfetti played 9:49. And he was fantastic tonight. He really was. When he actually had the puck, was moving in the rush, helping support in the neutral zone, anywhere time he jumped into an offensive play or even had this the puck and moved with it, he was good. Yet you play him for 10 minutes. Not to mention he barely got any power play time. Blake Wheeler was a penalty killer tonight. What the hell is that? Don't give me, it's for offense. That's how? How do you justify that? He can barely skate. You think he's going to somehow get a spring and beat 3 defenders and somehow pull it a breakaway, an amazing goal after he misses the can all night long? This team had so much potential in this game. So much potential. And they didn't even play down to their opponents. They just got let down by their goaltender, and they got let down by the man wearing a C and behind the bench. There were so many good individual performances tonight that I can't even talk about how many there were, because there were more good individual performances than bad. But the bad was so bad that it stands out above everything else. This is game 1. And there were a lot of positives. But why I'm so angry is because this was everything I was concerned about. And it is the first game. And you could be thinking, oh, what a fucking loser. He's overreacting. And I really don't care if you think that. Because really ask yourself this. Do you really want to see Blake Wheeler be overworked as much as he was tonight? Because I'm not saying he sucks. But do you want to see him be gassed and slow down the team, take penalties because he can't keep up with the play, and everything else they did wrong tonight? Because that wasn't a guy with rust. That was age. Look at any other older player in the league that has to do the same thing and overcompensate. That's exactly what he did. He was overcompensating, was everywhere he shouldn't have been, and he slowed the Jets down immensely. And the other big element of why they lost was Connor Hellebuck. Hellebuck, be better. Eric Comrie is not an NHL caliber backup. There's a reason why that we didn't put him in or do anything like that, because we don't have a backup. So you need to be better. I don't know what to expect going into the next game. I really don't. The Winnipeg Jets, whatever, man. That's how we're going to leave it. We're not going to say the season's off. We're not going to say anything. Because like I said, a lot of individual performances. And this wasn't a terrible, terrible game. But so many problems with these players and these leaders and the core parts of this team and Wheeler and Hellebuck tonight. That's completely stalled any positives that the Jets were producing throughout that entire game. Let me know your thoughts as always down in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe regardless of the team that you root for. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Go down to the description. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. And also make sure to check out all the other affiliated links. Also, if you have a Spotify account, go down and follow the Prairie Puck Podcast. That's my show I do along with my co-hosts, Zachary Nolan, Carter Nolan from the Nolan Hockey Podcast. Their link is also down in the description to go drop them a subscription. They're close to 600 subscribers. Try to nudge them over that edge tonight. That'd be a pretty awesome little season opener gift if you guys could do that. With all that being said, peace, love, and positivity to all you beautiful people out there in the world. I'm Peg City Hockey. I'll be back with more Jets content as usual because I'm not a bandwagon. I'm just a crazy fan that cares way too much about hockey in this team. So with all that being said, have a good rest of your night, and go Jets go.